right, hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream here on WooEnglish. As always, my name is Hamza and I will be your host. And today we are going to look at the Donald Trump inauguration speech for his new term. And I think that a lot of you have seen that Donald Trump has won the new elections, and he is now the president of the United States. So let me just show you the image that I want to show you. All right. Ahsan al-Haq, hello. So today we are going to see Donald Trump's inauguration speech. Inauguration basically is when someone takes a new position and they give like a little speech that talks about what they want to do, what are their goals, what are their like objectives, etc., etc. So today we are going to go through Donald Trump's inauguration speech, but we are going to look at like what he is trying to do in 2025. Who are the people who support him, and who are the people who are against him? So we are going to see both sides: people who like Donald Trump, people who don't like Donald Trump. And I want to say one little disclaimer, because I see a lot of people on our videos say that we are supporting Donald Trump or not supporting Donald Trump, but we are completely an objective channel. Our goal is to teach you English through videos. That's it. All right. Or through stories. And sometimes we try to talk about actuality, what's going on in the world. And we just present factual information, like facts. For example, today we are going to present what are the arguments for people who are for Donald Trump, like presidency, and what are the arguments or what are the ideas of people who are for Donald Trump. That's it. So no opinion, not our opinion. Maybe you can share with us your own opinions at the end, but our opinion is not presented in the videos or in our live streams. And this is something that I want you to understand so well. Okay, there is no opinion on our end. On our end, there is no opinion. We just present you with information. We want to teach you language, and we try to. What we try to do is to teach you language around or about actuality, what's going on right now in the world. There is no need like to keep focusing just on the past like we do, like in biographies. We want to teach you what's going on right now in the world so that you can keep up with what's going on, okay? And Ahsanul is here. So Ahsanul, hello to you. It's an honor to be here. I like this class more than anybody else does. And we have got, thank you so much, I should say, very handsome guy, did he just? And he's an amazing, thank you so much, Ahsanul. I'm very, very happy with your comment. And I want to tell you that actually, we saw your comment about Donald Trump. You said, I want to see Donald Trump in a live stream, and that's why we decided to do that today. Okay, so we do listen to our viewers, and we do take your opinions very seriously. Okay, so I would love to thank Edip Alpata for becoming a member. Diego Franca, thank you so much, and Salim Amata, thank you so much as well. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about Trump, and this was Ahsanul's opinion. He said, "Hey, I want you guys to talk about Donald Trump in the next live stream." So we did that. Okay. If you have other suggestions, please leave them in the chat. Amin is here. Hey, Amin, how are you? Amin, I hope you are enjoying your holidays, man. I hope you are enjoying your holidays. I'm doing very well. What about you? What about the rest of you guys watching? How are you doing? Let us know who is here today. We want to know. So I want to just remind you of this little disclaimer. No opinions. Our opinions are ours. We don't present them in our videos. We want to hear your opinions, okay? That's what we want to hear. So let's start, I think. Let's start. Let me just remove this disclaimer, and let me remind you to kindly like this video. That means a lot. And that helps more than you guys know. Great. So let us go and start our live stream. So I want to start with a little quiz. And in this quiz, I want to ask you about what you know about Donald Trump, what you know about American elections, what you know about Donald Trump's new plans. So as I said, no opinions here. These are his plans that you will find in his like program, in his new presidential programs. This is not opinion. Okay, this is because a lot of people say, hey, you are supporting this party or this one. No, we are not. We present you with information, and we want to hear your opinions. Actually, that's what we care about most. Okay, so the first quiz, let's start. Okay, so the first thing we want to start with is sorry, what political party did Donald Trump represent as a president? Sorry, guys, I had to cough. I'm so sorry. That's why I stopped my camera. George, also welcome. I hope you are doing great. Thank you so much, George. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at your answers, guys. Amin says it's Democratic. Ahsanul says Republican, and also says America first, deportation, no money for President Zelensky. These are some of the ideas that we will talk about, okay? But these are not ours. These are like some part of the plan. Mr. George, where are you joining us from? Which country? In the United States, there are a lot of parties, by the way. There are a lot of parties, a lot of political parties, but mostly like 99%, not 99, 100% of the time, it's the president is from one of these two parties, the Republican and the Democratic. Okay, Donald Trump is representing the Republican Party, not Democratic. I mean, okay. So the Republican Party, is more conservative. It's more conservative. Okay. They like guns, or they are more lenient toward gun laws. They are for gun laws or for gun rights. The Democratic Party is the opposite. They are against, or they like to limit gun access or access to guns. For immigration, the Republican Party, Donald Trump, they are more for stricter immigration laws. The Democratic, they are more open for immigration. These are some of the tiny differences between the Democratic and the Republican, but it is these laws or these ideas, these opinions, okay, that changes the outcome of the elections every year. Okay. All right. So the Republican. I want to ask you a question for the Republican. So Donald Trump represents the Republican Party. What is the symbol of the Republican Party? Let me know in the chat, guys. Sally, hey, how are you? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Probably he is joining us from CI. Okay. I like the profile picture though. Elephant. Amin says elephant. So for the Republican, Amin says it is represented by an elephant. Great. Great. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. From Ghana. Okay, welcome. Welcome. So you guys, I think, are with us, Morocco, in the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. We are in the same group. So we will be playing against each other. So you guys better be prepared. Horse flying. All right. Yes, it is an elephant, like Amin said. So the Republican Party is represented by the symbol of an elephant. Next one. How many times has Donald Trump been married? We have seen this before, by the way. This is more personal, of course. It has nothing to do with his like presidential term, but this is more like for his private life. But these are some very interesting information about the men. All right, we want to know the new president of the United States. How many wives did he have? I mean, do you remember this answer? I remember you answered it well first time. Pamela is here. Hey, how are you, Pamela? Shiraz is here. Shiraz, how are you? How are you, Shiraz? Asaros is 3. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. Pamela, we missed you. Where have you been? Where have you been? It's been a while. Amin says 3. Amin says 3. Sally says 1. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Let's check. It was 3 times. 3 times. So his current wife is the 3rd wife that he had. All right. Okay, next one. What was Trump's motto during the elections? Was it MAGA or Yes We Can? So which one was the motto? When we say the motto, it was like a sentence that he says during his like speeches. Does he say MAGA or Yes We Can? Which one is which? 2 times. No, it was 3. All right. Yes, we can. Okay. Yes, we can. And by the way, we are not presenting our opinions here. We are just presenting factual informations. You guys are going to share your opinions. Okay, and don't forget to like, since I have a lot of you guys here. Don't forget to like. Make America great. That's it. It's MAGA, actually. It's MAGA. This website is a little slow today. I hope you guys are a little patient. Okay, yes. So his motto, his like the sentence that he says in his speeches was MAGA, which stands for what Amin said, which is Make America Great Again. Make America Great Again. That's what MAGA means. It was not Yes We Can. Believe it or not, Yes We Can is the symbol, or is the, what's the meaning of MAGA? MAGA means what Amin says. It's Make America Great Again. Exactly. I mean, exactly. That's what he said. Yes. All right. So MAGA means Make America Great Again. That's what MAGA stands for. And you will see it in their hats, on their hats. Okay. You will see it on their hats. MAGA. Yes, we can is the motto of the other party, especially with, I think, Barack Obama. Barack Obama, he had this motto: Yes, we can. Meaning, yes, we can do everything we have planned for. Yeah. So yeah, a pure motto. Yes, make America great again. So he is. It has a lot of meaning, to be honest. It means that, well, America was good in the past, but now with Joe Biden, it's very bad. That's what he means. For Barack Obama, he said, "Yes, we can," meaning it's like answering a question that does not exist. Can you? Yes, we can. All right. So I really like to analyze sometimes these mottos. They are very interesting. There are some very smart people working with presidents on their elections. Let's look at the next one. What field is Donald Trump originally working in? So he is not just the president, of course. When he is not in the White House, what does he do in his life? Does he do business or does he do law? Which one does he do? What is his original job? So since I have a lot of people joining here, and we will make America, yes, he said that. And since I have a lot of people here, let me just very quickly remind you. WooEnglish is a channel dedicated to learning English through stories. We believe that's the best way. Janila, hey! Welcome, Janila. How are you? I'm very happy that you joined us today. Yeah, very, very happy. Jalila was one of the people I worked with in the past. And I'm very happy to see her today. I'm very glad. All right. So I would just want to remind you guys, WooEnglish is a channel dedicated to learning English. Thank you so much, Jalila. Thank you. WooEnglish, Shiraz also says business. So all of you guys says business. Sally, thank you so much. I do the same. I do too. So, WooEnglish is a channel dedicated to learning English through stories. We believe that's the best way to learn English, especially on your own. Like, if you want to learn English on your own, you need some context, and the best context is stories. Okay, and basically, WooEnglish like provide you one video every day. Our videos are up to 2 hours long, and they cover varied topics. And today we are covering Donald Trump's inauguration speech. Inauguration speech is the speech that a new president will give. Okay, so he gave a speech, and we want to see what he want to talk about. And since a lot of people says, "Hey, you guys are supporting Donald Trump," we don't support Donald Trump. We basically provide you with facts, and today we are gonna prove that. From our video, we're gonna show you that we provide like opinions with Donald Trump and against Donald Trump. Okay, with Donald Trump and against Donald Trump. And we will see your opinions. What do you think about the man? Business, yes, especially real estate. Let me write the word for you: real estate. Real estate. So real estate basically is housing. So he buys and he sells houses. That's his main, field of business, right? It's real estate, especially hotels, for example, or big buildings, and then he sells those buildings. So that's his original field, and now he is the president of the United States. Next question: which term, and by term, like his presidency, the period in which he is a president, we call that term. Okay, term. So your presidency term, the time when you are a president. So which term is Donald Trump going to serve now? Meaning, is he president now for the first time or for the second time? That's the question. Now he is president of the United States. Is he the first time or the second time a president of the United States? And please don't forget to like the video. Asabal said this is the second time. Amin says the second. Jalil says the second. Pamela says since 1968. That's where he started working in business. Very interesting. There is a saying that there is like a quote. He once said in an interview, "Well, I started with a small loan of $1 million that I took from my father." $1 million, that's more than most of us will see in our lifetime. But he took that just as a little loan from his father. Yes, this is the second. The first term he served was between 2016 and 2020. And now he is going to serve another term. The last question that I want to ask. So to put you in the picture, this is a quiz just to see how much do we know about American elections and about Donald Trump before we go to listening. So this is a listening live session, right? We are going to listen, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. That's basically what we do on our live streams. How many years is Donald Trump or any president going to be president for? So if you become the president of the United States, how long can you stay president? 4 years or 5 years? Animal 4K, hello. The same for you. The same for you. It's been a while since you have been here. 5 years says Pamela says 5 years. Sally says 8 years. 5 years. 4 years says Arsenal. Amin says 4 years. Arsenal changes his mind. Sally says 8 years. He's gonna stay president forever. Okay. So it's basically, let me tell you even about the laws in America. If you become president, first you should be more than 35 years old. That's number one. You should be more than or older than 35 years old to become president in the United States. This is one. Number two, you will serve for 4 years. That's it, 4 years. And you can become president again only, so you can become president only for 2 years, for 2 times, meaning 8 years in total. That's it. Unless maybe Donald Trump will change the law and says, hey, I can become president for more than 4 years. We never know. We never know. All right. So now, yes, I want to do with you this little exercise before we go to the listening. These are 4 words that you are going to hear in today's live stream. Okay, you will hear these 4 words: tense, cautious, protests, divide. Tense, cautious, protests, and divide. So, what is the idea here? I want you guys to tell me what is the meaning of each one of these. Demonstrations, nervous and uneasy, careful or wary, separation or gap. They like old men. Exactly. The man is like 70 something. And the same for Joe Biden. He was like almost 80 years old. He can no longer serve as president. I don't understand this. 4 is D. 3 is A. All right. 4 is D, says Jalila. Okay. 1 is C. Okay, I see a lot of answers here. So I see 1 is C, 2 is B. I mean, you changed your mind. You says 2 is C, and then 1 is C. I'm so sorry. My voice is cracking. Cracking is when you hear like little cuts in my voice. I think I caught a cold. I hope I didn't, but I think I caught a cold. Animal 4K is helping us with the thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let me reveal the answers. So tense. If you are tense, that means that you are nervous and not easy. If you are cautious, you are careful, very careful. And you will hear sometimes caution on some dangerous product. You can hear caution. You should not, for example, you should not throw this away. All right. So these are the answers. 1 is B. So if you are tense, you are very nervous, uncomfortable, and easy. Very tense. Okay. The opposite is relaxed. So tense is the opposite of relaxed. Cautious is someone who pays attention, someone who is careful and wary. Okay. A protest, of course, is a demonstration. If you are against something, you need to protest or make a demonstration. And finally, divide, we can say to divide something is to divide it, like to cut it and divide it into 2 or 3 or 4 pieces. But sometimes I can say there is a big divide between, for example, the West and the East, meaning there is a big gap, a big separation. All right. So a divide is even when there is like a little gap between me and you, we can call that a divide. All right. And you are going to hear this because in America, there is a big divide, big difference between people. A lot of people are like more open. A lot of people are more conservative. This, we call it a divide. All right. So I hope these 4 words are clear. Tense, cautious, protests, divide, because you are going to hear them in the listening, which is the next section. So what are we going to do? We are going to listen to one chapter. The chapter talks about people who are for or with Donald Trump, people who are against Donald Trump. No opinion here, not our opinion. It's the opinions of people, okay? And at the end, of course, you are going to share with us yours. 3 rules as always. Listen carefully. Listen carefully, because I'm going to ask you questions after you listen. Number 2, ask if you don't understand the word, write it for me in the chat and I'm going to explain it for you. Number 3, don't forget to click that like button. That's going to help us a lot, because when you click the like button, the YouTube recommends the video to other people. He says, well, a lot of people are clicking that like button, so that means that this video has something very interesting. So let me recommend it to other people. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to go jump right into the video. I'm going to show you the video. So the video is basically, so the whole video is 1 hour, but we are going to listen to about 6 minutes or 7 minutes of it. That's it. We will train your listening. So let me do it like this. Supporters and critiques. So we are going to present for you both opinions, people who are with Donald Trump, people who are against Donald Trump. If you are ready, let's go and let's start listening.
and critics. Donald Trump's speech is over, but the conversation is not. Across the country, people talk. Some feel hopeful, others feel afraid. The nation is tense. His supporters believe in him. They trust his words. He will bring back jobs, says a factory worker.
And by the way, this is one of the main arguments or the main promises of Donald Trump. It's jobs, because a lot of people don't have jobs anymore. So a lot of people say, well, he will kick out immigrants and we Americans will take their jobs. I'm not against this. I'm not for this. I'm just saying he said that, okay? This is not my opinion. This is a fact.
He cares about us, adds a mother of three. They see Trump as a leader who will fix the country. They imagine a better future. In small towns, people gather at diners and cafes. They discuss his plans. Some nod in agreement. They believe America is finally on the right path. We need change, one man says. It's time for something different. In big cities, feelings are mixed. Some people are excited. Others are worried.
Exactly. So some people like that Donald Trump is now president. Other people don't like that. So let's see.
A young woman in an office watches the news. She wonders, will these changes help or hurt? She texts her friends. Opinions flood in. Critics feel unsure. They worry about the future. They are afraid of what might happen next. Will we lose our health care? Asks a father. What about the environment? Wonders a college student.
What you will hear now are some of the main points that divide the Republicans from the Democrats. It's immigration, jobs, environment, healthcare, or social field in general. This is what decides who will become the president in America.
They have many questions. Politicians argue in Washington. Some support Trump's plans. He's putting America first, they say. Others strongly disagree. His policies could hurt us, they warn. The debate is heated. On the news, experts share their opinions. Some praise Trump's ideas. He's a businessman, they say. He knows how to create jobs. Others are not so sure. Running a country is different, one expert says. It's not easy. Social media is full of opinions. Some people post messages of support. They share photos, quotes, and excitement. Finally, a president who listens to us, they write. Others express fear. I'm worried about my family, one person tweets. The arguments continue. Families sit at the dinner table and talk. A father smiles and says, "Things will get better." His wife looks unsure. She thinks about their children's future. The kids listen quietly.
Yes, because some of the decisions that are going to be taken today affect your children 10 or 20 years later. And yeah, that's the problem. That's where the problem
They don't understand everything, but they feel the tension. Workers at factories and farms discuss the speech. Some feel inspired. They believe better days are coming. Others are cautious. We've heard promises before, one worker says. Let's see what happens. Immigrant families feel nervous. They don't know what the future holds. A mother hugs her child and whispers, "Everything will be okay." But inside, she worries. Will they still belong here? Business owners have mixed reactions. Some are happy about tax cuts. They believe they can grow and hire more people. Others worry about new trade deals. What if it hurts my business? One shop owner asks. Protests begin in some cities. People march with signs. They chant for change. They ask for fairness and equality. Police stand nearby, watching carefully. Emotions are high. In rural areas, people feel more hopeful. They believe Trump understands them. He speaks for us, a farmer says. He hopes for better prices and fewer regulations. Schools and universities hold discussions. Teachers talk to students about leadership and change. Some students feel excited. Others feel concerned. They ask questions. They want answers. Late at night, news programs continue. Guests argue. Some say Trump is right. Others say he is wrong. The divide is clear. The country is not united. The next morning, newspapers print different headlines. Some say, a new era begins.
An era is a long period of time. And by the way, this happens, I think, with every president. Like every president, there are people who support him, there are people who don't like him. But Donald Trump, I think, is quite different. So because there are lots more debate around Donald Trump than I think any other president.
Others ask, what's next for America? People read and wonder. At the White House, Trump works with his team. He believes in his plans. He wants results. His supporters wait. His critics watch. Everyone feels the pressure. The days ahead will bring challenges. Some will celebrate. Others will worry. But one thing is certain. America is changing. The question remains, will the changes bring success or struggle? Only time will tell.
That's it. So that was our chapter. Just we have seen what people are thinking about Donald Trump. Some people like him, some people don't like him. We have seen some of the areas where people argue. Do you remember some of them? Can you remind me some of the areas where people don't agree about Donald Trump? Some of the areas. Like, what are the areas where people don't agree with each other? Can you do that in the chat? So what are the areas around which people don't agree about Donald Trump? From the listening, of course, before we move to the questions that I have prepared for you, of course. What are the areas where people, let me probably write it. What are the areas where people don't or argue about Trump? This is the question. Amin says immigration, streets and cities. That's one. The urban areas. No, I don't mean geographic areas. I mean areas of opinion or topics, if you want to say. What are the topics that divide people around Donald Trump? What are the topics, not the geographic areas? I understand what you guys mean. Amin says city. Ahsanul says urban areas, meaning cities. But I'm talking more job. Exactly. One, jobs. That's economy in general. A lot of people don't know, is Donald Trump going to be a good president? Because he is a businessman. So some people say, hey, he's a businessman, our economy will be good. Other people say, well, since he is a businessman, he is going to support businesses, but they will ruin the normal people's life. Okay? Amin says immigration, of course. Jobs, immigration and jobs. So far I have two areas, immigrations and jobs. And I agree with you. These are two important areas where people argue or don't agree or divide around Donald Trump. Yes. But there are others like environment, okay? Like healthcare, the social area or the social field. Is he going exact? That's it. I mean, that's it. Health. Oops. I think Morocco is not. No, it's a country. Yeah, it's a country, not a contrary. All movies, yes, absolutely. Care, Jalila, absolutely. But just switch their places. Healthcare, yes, healthcare. Environment, Jalila, absolutely. Because Donald Trump is a businessman, he does not care about the environment. Okay, most Republicans, they don't care about the environment. Same healthcare. The Democrats, like Barack Obama started a whole program called Obamacare, full healthcare. Donald Trump says no. Healthcare should be a business. You should pay for healthcare. So these are some areas where people don't agree about Donald Trump. Because, by the way, these same areas are what make someone win or lose the American elections. It is these areas. If people agree with you about immigration, about healthcare, about economy, they will vote for you, especially these topics. All right. You know where is Sleepy Joe? And that's why he withdraw. To withdraw is when you quit, because in the beginning it was him, Joe Biden against Donald Trump, but then a lot of people said, "Hey, Joe Biden should not be president again because he is too old." So he withdraw for the other girl. Education. I totally agree with you, Pamela. Education. And I think this is something that Ahsanul said in the beginning. Right now, in a lot of schools in America and in Canada, it's okay. It's okay. All movies, it's okay, man. It's okay. In America and in Canada, there are certain topics that are taught in school that Republicans don't agree with, but the Democrats, they say they should be taught, like the LGBT community. Some people say, or right now, a lot of schools teach students, especially pupils, about the LGBT. Some people say, well, you should not teach students about that. Of course, this is not my opinion. Homelessness, exactly. Immigration, exactly. Okay, great. So let's look at the questions and let's see if you guys were listening carefully or did you zone out? Okay, let's see. Number one, true or false? Let's see. True or false? Come on, the internet is so slow today. I'm sorry for that. Yes, some supporters believe that Donald Trump will bring back jobs. Where did he go, the jobs, by the way? Where did the jobs go? Where did the jobs go? True or false this? Again, from the listening, these are important listening skills. To listen for an idea. Yes, I've heard this idea in the text. All right, this is very important. So that in real life, when you are speaking with someone, you can say, did he say this or did he not say this? All of you guys, Ahsanul, Amin, Shiraz, Pamela, Jalila, true. And you guys are correct. He will bring back, says a factory worker. Yeah, this is from the text. All immigrants feel hopeful about the future under Donald Trump. All immigrants feel so hopeful. They have a lot of hope under Donald Trump. From the text, true or false? The text that we listened to. You switch American flag color. Oh, really? Yeah, it is switched. Sorry for that. False. All right. You guys were listening so carefully. All righty. Okay. So, and please make sure to stay till the end because at the end, I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to give you the microphone. You express yourself. You tell me what do you think about Donald Trump. That's what I'm. Yeah. Yes, American families feel nervous because he decided, he has already taken the decision when he was president. He closed the borders for a lot of countries like Saudi Arabia and other countries. And even like the immigrants, he will limit their freedom, he will limit their rights. Even the legal ones, by the way, even the legal ones. This is a big problem. So this is why mostly immigrants, mostly they vote for Kamala Harris. Yeah, mostly they voted for Democrats because the Democrats, they have more laws in favor of immigration. They are more open when it comes to immigration. Big cities are fully, so cities completely support Donald Trump. Cities. He's insane. A little bit. But what I like about him, I'm gonna have my opinion right now. This is an opinion. I really like that he said earlier. This is like the 999th disclaimer, because we got a lot of hate in the comments. A lot of people were saying, "Hey, you are trying to like opinionate or opinionate YouTube." Of course, we're not trying to do that. Let me show you some of the comments, guys. A lot of people were going crazy in the comments. All right, let me show you. Let me see. Sharing. I think it was under the. It was, I think, under the announcement. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It was under the. Yeah. We got a lot of hate. We got a lot of hate. Let's check. Let's see. Let's see. In big cities, feeling are mixed. So in big cities, mostly there are people who support Trump. There are people who don't like him. In villages, most people like Donald Trump because in small communities like villages, people are more conservative, and Donald Trump is a representative of the conservative side of the spectrum. Yeah. Farmers are hopeful about fewer regulations and better prices under Donald Trump. True, false? Farmers. This is something, again, that was talked about. This is agriculture. So, what do they think? Thank you for keeping the count, man. Thank you for keeping the count. This is true. True. Arsenal is keeping the count of the disclaimers. And let me add another one, Arsenal. Let me add another one. This is another one. I made the one specially for like to show, to display at the bottom of the screen. Because we got a lot of hate today. We don't like to be hated. All right, this is actually true. He speaks for us. Farmers say he hopes for better prices and fewer regulations because Donald Trump, when it comes to economy, I would say this. I would say this. A lot of people say he may be a bad president, but he is a very good economist. He is a very good businessman because let us not forget, this is a question I asked you earlier. The man is a businessman. So for economy, he knows how to make some money. And that's something that everybody agrees on. Maybe I think this is the last one. Protests have started in rural areas demanding change. Again, from the text, true or false? What do you guys think? Last question. False, says Ahsanol. All right. False, says Shiraz. And by the way, he managed to bring around him a lot of very, very powerful people like Elon Musk. And I want to talk to you about Elon Musk. By the way, he did something. He did something during the inauguration, during the day we are talking about in this live stream. He did something, and a lot of people did not like. False, 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 false. Okay, okay, calm down, man. All right, this is false, of course. So protests begin in cities. In rural areas, people feel more hopeful. As I said, more people, more in the south of America, and in rural areas, they support Donald Trump because those people are very conservative, and his ideas go hand in hand with Donald Trump's ideas. Questions now, multiple answers. You choose the right one. You tell me just A, B, C, or D. There is just A, B, or C. Okay. The image is generated by AI, so don't mind it. Okay, don't mind it. That's a very bad picture, but just like it's just there. Why do some of Trump's supporters feel hopeful? They believe his policies will improve trade deals. They think he will bring back jobs. They trust that he will reduce healthcare costs. Elon, exactly, Arsenal. Exactly. That's the one I want to talk to you about. B. All right, Arsenal and Shiraz says B. I'm gonna run a little bit faster with these questions because I want to keep until the end. All right, this is B, of course. So B, you guys are correct. A lot of people are hopeful about like his jobs, like they will get more jobs because since coronavirus, the like joblessness have been rising. What do some critics worry about? The future of their healthcare and environment, better job opportunities, more affordable education. Something affordable is something that you can pay for. I can afford this, meaning I can pay for it. I have the money for it. A, says Shiraz. Okay. Shiraz says A. So people worry about, they are afraid about. Arsenal, are you afraid that education will be affordable? Is that something that we need to be like afraid about? Come on. Or A maybe. Or A. It is A indeed. It is A. It is A. People are more worried about healthcare and environment because as a businessman, healthcare he needs people to pay. Second, for the environment, he does not care about the environment. Very simply, he does not care about the environment. Okay, next. What do experts argue about on the news? Whether Trump's business skills will help him run the country, how to manage rural trade, or the effectiveness of tax cuts. Tax cuts are the reduction in taxes. I don't know it's Trump or can happen. I don't know it's Trump. Exactly. I totally agree with this comment here. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. The man is like unpredictable, very unpredictable. I think I'm gonna end with this one, with this question, and then we are going to go to opinions. Roller coaster, I really love this word. Roller coaster, I really love this word because roller coaster is like something unpredictable can happen. B, I have C. All right, Shiraz says C, but Arsenal says B. All movies says B. All right, the right or the correct answer is B. Is A. Oh, it should be B. Wait. Trump's business skills will help him run the country. Yeah, it's A. It's A. So whether he's business, so he is a businessman. This is what we talked about earlier. He is a good businessman, but is he going to be a good politician? All right, I'm gonna jump right into. All right, this one. Okay. So, are you optimistic or pessimistic about Trump's new presidential term? This is the question. I'm gonna let you answer it. But before we do, let's go to this image. This is the image that we talked about. What do you think about this? This is Elon Musk, and during the inauguration, during when Donald Trump was officially made president, when he gave his speech, he did this, and this is a very bad thing to do, especially in today's world. So, what do you think about this? Do you think he has a message, or he just did it like What do you think? What do you think about this? And this is a picture by the Telegraph. So this is credit to the Telegraph. We don't want no trouble. What do you think? A lot of people are criticizing because this is like something that the you know who used to do. So a lot of people are very angry about this. They didn't like this. A lot of people say, well, he is just saluting. I don't know. I don't know. I think he did it intentionally. I do too, to be honest. I do too. I agree with you, Asan. I think he did it intentionally. I think he knows exactly what he's doing here. Yeah. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to the question. So the question is, are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? That's it. What do you guys think? And why, of course? Tell us why. Because for like immigration, immigrants will probably suffer. Environment will go down. So what do you think about his healthcare will go down? Education, I'm not sure. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Are you optimistic or are you not, and why? Of course, if you like, you need to tell me why. I'm not American, so I'm chilling. And I think that's the importance of elections in America, Arsenal, because even though it's just in America, but the decisions taken in America affect other countries. They have like an international effect, and that's why a lot of people don't care about elections in France, elections in Spain, elections in Italy, elections in Morocco, but most of the world care about elections in the United States. Amin is optimistic. Why, Amin, are you optimistic? Can you tell us your like the whole point of view? Why are you optimistic, or what are you optimistic about? Which area exactly? Which area are you more optimistic about? I know he is better than previous. I can agree with that. Yes, he is definitely better than a person who is 8 years old with probably amnesia or something. I think he is better than that for sure. I'm optimistic about the jobs area. Exactly, sure. Especially for people who are looking for jobs, even if you are an immigrant, as far as you are in the United States legally, I think you are going to be safe. I think you are going to be safe. If you are legally in the United States, you are completely safe. And of course, if you respect the law there, if you are working hard, they do. And this is something, again, this is not an opinion, this is a fact. Americans, they do value people who are hardworking. If you are hardworking in America, believe me, you will do great. You will do great. If you are a hardworking person, he can upgrade the American economy. He has some experience. I agree with you. And by the way, like the dollar or a lot of stocks have gone up since he became president. So yeah, good. I always like different opinions. Perfect, perfect. I'm not optimistic about his foreign policy is very good toward Arab countries. I completely agree with that. And he has already vowed, he has already promised to give weapons to some country that doing a lot of trouble in the Middle East. You know the country I'm talking about. I don't want to like say it. You know the country, but he has promised to give them weapons. So we already know what's going to happen in the Middle East. So unfortunately, very unfortunately. Tariffs left the chat. Tariffs, what do you mean by that? All right. So yeah, and this is what I like. Like there are people who are for, there are people who are against, of course, of course. And each person sees things from a different angle. There are people who will see his foreign policies will be catastrophic, and I think the same. Other people will say maybe he will bring peace. hopefully, we really hope that. We really hope that he will bring peace between Russia and Ukraine, between Palestine and Israel. We really hope that. But I'm not very optimistic about that, to be honest. Personally, I'm not very optimistic. The other thing is, like economically, maybe he will make things better. India is best friend in the Middle East. Yeah, we know the country we're talking about. We know the country we're talking about. The cancer. It's like a cancer in the Middle East. Unfortunately, it's ruining people's lives. Almost Scott, thank you so much for this. Thank you. All right, so I think we hit the end of the live stream. So I just want to remind you of our live stream, of our website, WooEnglish.com. So let me just write it up, and then we are gonna end. So WooEnglish, this is our website. It's called WooEnglish.com. So if you go to this website, this is our website. If you go to ebooks, you can find that our books are divided by level, so you can choose your right level. So starter, elementary, advanced, and unabridged. Let's go to intermediate, for example. So if you click on your level, you will find books, for example, Tom's Big Day Out, Roald Dahl. So you will find books that if you click on any books, you can go here and you can download it for free. So you can see that already 90 people have downloaded, and more than 300 people have read it online. You can either read it online or you can download it for free from this button right here. You can see that it says download. So with that, guys, I think we come to the end of this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing your opinions. Thank you so much for your engagement. And let us know. I already read 14. Awesome, man. Awesome. Great. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Arsenal. I think it's too late there. It's late. And so you stay up late to watch our live streams. I'm really thankful for you, Arsenal, for anyone who is watching this live stream at a very late time. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. You are you are what's keeping this channel going. Thank you so much. We really, really love you. And thank you so much, guys. See you on Friday in another live stream.